Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to BVTV. My name's Tony Shaw, bringing you coverage from State Championships for 2025. We're here at Bendigo East Bowling Club. And the match just getting underway now. Quarterfinal of women's state singles. That's MILLERICK on the screen delivering her first bowl. Her opponent today is Kylie LAVIS. Kylie, recently married Kylie Whitehead, the name we're all very familiar with, and this promises to be an outstanding affair. And joining me in commentary is Glenn Saditis. Afternoon, Gleno.
Glad to be here, Tone.
Nice to have a little bit of sun peeking through. It's been a little fresh here this morning, but green is very good. Will only get quicker as this game goes on. That's the bowl of Kylie Whitehead coming in. Blue and black henselite. Cass using the Taylor, white in colour. So our marker will be using white and blue paddles to indicate shot as this match progresses.
Yeah, we were absolutely treated for the first 3 days of this tournament with the weather. The last 36 hours or so being that little bit grey. Moved from the shorts to the track pants.
Yeah, it gets better from here is the good news. The next... well, the remaining 4 days, Tuesday through Friday, all scheduled for bright sunshine, getting up into the high 20s by the end of the week. So heat coming up both on and off the green. Other matches on at the moment, Kelly McKieran up against Sharon Jarvis. That's Sandbelt up against Mornington Peninsula. They're just in their roll-up as well. Kate Bush will take on Stephanie Hunt. That's Goulburn Murray up against West Coast. As we see MILLERICK draw another shot, holding a couple. And Alana Taylor from Swan Hill Racecourse, Murray Malleys region, up against Sue Kerr from Highton, representing Geelong.
Of course, that match with Kelly and Sharon being a round of 16 game, thanks to Kelly winning absolutely everything and progressing deeper and deeper and ruining the schedule.
Yeah, she's clashed in a number of events. She's that good, and good on her for being able to play that well. Speaking of play that well, Kylie, I'm going to really struggle not to call her Kylie Whitehead, so I do apologise. But Kylie LAVIS sitting the shot bowl and in for shot.
Of course, busy week for Kylie as well, playing 3 events through to the final of Champions coming up later today, and made the quarterfinal of the 4s as well.
Yeah, some very talented female bowlers here, some in 4 and 5 events. On the path to getting here, MILLERICK on the mat now had a comfortable victory over Jolene Lawkins, 25-6. Kylie LAVIS having a bit of a battle against Andraff at 25-17. She's not going to be rewarded with shot, but a great effort nonetheless. May find herself 2 down. We'll get confirmation, not just 1 on a measure.
That's a very bold measure signal from that ITO there. Often see the very subtle, within the range of the chest, but that was above the head. And players know that that one's a measure. Looks a good track here to draw another. Oh, it's just kept running. I think it's going to be enough for 2. Question mark will be on the 3rd shot. Cass concedes the 3 without the measure required.
25 up in all our singles events here at State Championships. 3, a nice way to start for Kylie. Cass and Kylie both know each other very, very well, good mates. So match will be played in good spirits, both quality people. Kylie, of course, a former world champion of champion, currently in the Jackaroos program. She's won the singles in 2017, 2019, the champion of champions in 2018, the triples in 2015, also 2017, 21 and 23 winning the 4s. There's not much she hasn't done. Showing just what she can do with her opening bowl. Don't sleep on MILLERICK though. She's won the champion of champions back-to-back, 2022 and 2023. Former Queenslander, of course. Won the pairs up there in 16 and 21. The triples also in 2016. And the fours, 3 of those titles to go along with 2013, 14 and 19. We won't find too many more highly credentialed players.
Kylie committed to playing that backhand side down there. Clearly the side she wants to get rhythm on. Cass has parked that ball in a nice place to sit on the other hand, but as you see in singles a lot of the time, a player will choose their side and stick with it, maintain their rhythm, even though the other side may look better for us as we watch at home.
A nice bit of finish on this green now too. It's starting to get a touch warmer during the day. The finish will just extend a touch. For those just joining us, this is Bendigo East Bowling Club, courtesy of the City of Greater Bendigo, enabling us to bring you Champions Week and a little bit. 9 days of competition for state championships in 2025.
It's very good rhythm from Kylie there, unfortunately just with the jack in the wrong spot for that rhythm.
Yeah. Cass will be looking to sit one among those 3 just to make sure there's no chance of Kylie dragging the jack back, and she does that. Sits just in behind, so still a shot on for Kylie.
She's still persisting with that open backhand, even though there are the 2 bowls to sit there on that forehand side. It's a good sign. Player trying to back their draw early on in a singles match.
Well, she's got a little less weight this time, just over jack high.
May have cut one out. Get an indication. Yes, it is just the one.
Now does Cass change over and try and sit that bowl?
Probably only needs to sit it down, maybe move it 1 full roll to get a 3 of her own back. And he's on a good track to do so. Jack would be reasonable as well. Gets a piece of it. Well played.
Certainly 2. Not sure the 3rd one's going to get in, but we'll find out momentarily. Dropped a 3 on the opening end. She'll pick up a 2 here. Claw some of those shots back. Quality start from both players.
Just the 2 it is. Of course, singles is a race to 25. First one there wins. All ends are live as well. No respots. Jack goes out of bounds. The end will be replayed. Not quite T to T from Cass. She's got the mat maybe a yard up from the tee. As you can see, the jack only less than a foot short of tee length though. And as we saw last end, both players electing to play opposite sides of the green at this stage. Cass with the forced change there. We have seen plenty of drop on this green. That last bowl of Kylie's just getting in the way over there. A very handy changeover though. Cracking weight, only 2 bowls in front there. Good looking track here from Kylie. Needing to correct on the last. If she sits inside that narrow white, could do it for shot. Doesn't even need to reach it for contact. That should be one. We'll wait for an indication. Nope, still Cass. Not going to reach with that one, but it could be a bit of nuisance value. That's about where Kylie would want her bowl to be tracking. It has forced the change. She'll play the backhand side in this direction for the first time in this matchup. Chance at getting Jack here. And stays with it. Very nicely played, Kylie LAVIS.
Already seeing the opening stage of this match, both players have got devastating draw shots. Expect this one to be a high quality affair.
Cass swinging at the shot bowl. Jack would be a good outcome as well. Gets it clean and hangs around. Be one and a look, I would assume. Marker not quite indicating that it's just the 1 or 2.
Yeah, Kylie pretty quick on the mat. Marker not wanting to disrupt the eye line.
Well, she's just moved the Jack to this place, so same bowl would get her awfully close again. Carrying a bit of pace, but a little trail if she stays with it.
Beautiful bowls. One shot. Kylie LAVIS, she now leads 4-2. Ovens and Murray. Men's triples action just starting shortly. Ovens and Murray just trying to have their team meeting before the match started. And Stevie Shannon, who's playing for Northern Gateway, tried to get right in the middle of it. Was quickly pushed out of the way. All in smiles.
Of course, that Ovens and Murray match with 3 teammates of Steve Shannon's with the permit system, all playing at Essendon as well.
Yep.
Fairly similar lengths being played by both girls here.
Both those players pretty good on full length. That'll kind of be their go-to against almost any opposition. So when they come up against each other, I wouldn't expect to see too many short ends.
And already we've seen Cass have a swing at a shot bowl. Harder to do over that long length than those shorter ones.
Kylie with another toucher.
Good day to be in chalk sales.
You're not wrong.
Plenty of movement early through only 3 ends of action. Fair reply there from Cass Millerick. Kylie asking the question of our marker of who's holding. Confirming that it is Kylie's. She'll play that backhand side.
Yeah, both players make it look easy. Certainly not, I can assure you of that. There's a little bit of wind about. Greens is beautiful speed. Pretty true. Just a little bit of wind's going to make it hard, but Kylie showing why. She was a world champion of champions.
Yeah, green speed up over 16 seconds. Had a bit of a roll the other night and looked absolutely stupid on it after not having had a bowl in a week or so.
Cass, one of the most polite people on the green. Every time she asks a marker a question, there's always a thank you. She's not a mile away with this one, Glenn.
Just needs to scoot her own, has done.
Holding one.
There's a nice little shot there for Kylie to play where she can sit it through. If she happens to slice the jack at all, it's not going to hurt her. Pick the gap between the bowl and the jack. Does look to have that little bit more intent to it as it leaves the hand. And he's a good looking track on the way down. Tony, she's chipped it out clean, avoided the jack.
Cass Millerick still has one bowl to come. Does she just repeat the dose or does she change hands and try and drag the jack?
Forget the green. Forget the good manners. How's the sportsmanship? Gives the clap on the thigh as she walks away, recognising how good a shot that was from Kylie.
Yeah, these two both in the Jackaroos program, so teammates more often than not. But when you're as good as they both are, they're going to find themselves playing against each other every now and again.
Cass playing weight here. Can clear both bowls to leave herself with one.
Just got a hold and does. Gets one.
Now we'll see how well the marker went at the start of the end. The two bowls that remain are the ones that he had the call on earlier to decide which was shot. He indicated that it was the blue back then.
It's close enough to put a tape on too, so Cass Millerick with the measuring on us.
It's very close. Just going to go to the other bowl first. See whether we get a more solid touch or a more clear gap the other way.
Players at this level very proficient with the measure. Cass Millerick has the shot, so there we go. Narrows the gap to one. 4-3 the lead to Kylie LAVIS. Other matches on this screen. Kate Bush for Goulburn Murray up against Stephanie Hunt from West Coast. For Geelong, Sue Kerr currently leading 4-1 over Alana Taylor from Murray Melly. The Kate Bush Steph Hunt match was a little bit late coming out, so they haven't quite started. They're just second into their roll-up. And the round of 16 match between Sharon Jarvis from Mornington Peninsula and Kelly McKieran sees Sharon Jarvis leading 2-0. Just a reminder they're a round behind due to a clash in the schedule. Men's triples action, semi-final. On the far two rinks, that's Kobe Cromie skipping the Ovens and Murray rink up against Michael Stevenson skipping for Northern Gateway. And the other semi-final, Brendan Gallagher for Yarra is up against Mike Pearce from Mornington Peninsula. All those scores will be on Bowls Link. We're more than happy to give them to you. Just give us a shout out in the YouTube comments. You can follow along end by end scores on Bowls Link if you wish. Again, sticking with this virtually tee to tee. The jack's in about a foot from the tee. Cass Millerick has stickers on her bowls that say inside and outside, so that'll be helpful for her. Not sure she needs it, but
just went to the barefoot bowl sticker room.
I think that's correct.
Saying that, it would get that much funnier if she was to put one down the wrong way. The amount of lip that we'd be able to give her, and she'd give it just as good back.
I think it'd be few and far between before Millerick puts down a wrong bias. Well, having said that, for a number of years now, she's been using the white and green halved bowls, and they're vertically halved, if that makes any sense. So it was very obvious. She's moved to the almost straight white bowls, so probably more chance than what it was in recent years. She's got the shot bowl there.
Kylie just asking how far in front that last bowl was. Just over a foot. Can draw around it comfortably with how wide a turn there has been on these Bendigo East greens.
Yeah, credit to the greenkeeper and all the volunteers that put them together.
Saying that has just run underneath with perfect weight.
Kylie's last bowl in relation to Jack, please.
Kylie's last bowl, one bowl past Jack high.
Thank you.
See, I knew it'd come. Always the thank you. Nice well-mannered bowler on the green. Taking nothing away from anyone else, but she just doesn't miss a thank you and a please. Needs to get the right side of this bowl. No, it's at flush, so no change. Still Millerick holding one.
Do you reckon if she was having to have an argument with someone else about being the most kind-mannered, it'd just go, no, you are, no, you are, no, you are.
No, please, you are. I thank you, but no, I think you are. I don't know, please, I insist. Kylie going to come down and have a look at this. She's actually, she can trail Jack back. She's a chance at making a number here. She needs to trail it back about a foot, maybe a touch more.
I don't mind her playing a backhand swing at the Jack, to be honest. If she's underneath, she can chip the shot bowl out anyway. Runs the Jack in the pit, it'll be good for 2, possibly 3, depending on which direction that Jack goes.
It's down very low in her delivery.
She is
That's why
playing that
she's so
shot as
good.
called.
She's just got a hold. She's going to miss slightly. Won't change too much to the overall scheme of things. Was already one down, so we'll stay one down.
I've liked the early intentions of both players here. Backing the draw, backing themselves to play the disciplined shots, but never being afraid of searching for that more aggressive option.
4 shots apiece in the race to 25 here at Champions Week.
Oh, Jack just holds on by a few inches. Spotted to the tee. If the Jack will stay still there. Interesting to note that Kylie's now switched to play the other side of the green and match Cass, going back towards the clubhouse. Slices the Jack away there. Seen a few games this week where players have played completely opposite hands of the green, depending on what their stylistic preferences are. Watched I think it was the men's singles It was either a quarter or a semi-final between Nathan Lynch and Cam Keenan. There was a determined tight hand and wide, and they both committed throughout to play opposite hands of that green. One was out past the next number, the other one was just outside the peg line. But stuck with what was comfortable for them throughout. Thought we might have had a bit of that early, but they've decided to match each other here instead.
Cass holding a couple. Kylie needs to get around this front bowl.
If she does, it's very good. Wait.
Just caught a whisker of it. It was bang on target otherwise.
I would suggest it may force Cass to play the other hand with her last. It'll certainly be in her line with where Kylie's bowl has finished. Is switching over to the backhand side. Just a little bug of some sort disturbing her on the mat. I think she said sorry to us as she shooted away. It's a bit of a throwback to Sam yesterday getting attacked by a wasp while he was on the headset, and apparently Carla turned to him and shushed him.
None of that surprises me. In there for third shot.
Soft ball. 1.5 balls behind Jack High.
Nice clear response there from our marker, Neil Coker. Kylie just wanted to know how far behind the shot bowl is in relation to the jack.
Once again, looks a good track. Just needs to miss that white bowl of Cass's. Runs into it. It should remain 3.
3 more. Cass Millerick for the Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields region. She now leads 7-4. First to 21. Kylie not far away with her last couple of bowls, but just running into some traffic on both occasions.
And a moment now where Kylie would be wanting to get another end back. Cass having won 4 of the last 5. 3 of those in a row. Cass finishing just under 2 feet shy with that one there.
Other matches in the women's state singles underway now. Alana Taylor from Murray Mallee trailing Sue Kerr from Geelong 4-8. Kate Bush and Stephanie Hunt delayed a little in their start. Stephanie Hunt leading 2-0. And Sharon Jarvis from Mornington Peninsula leading 4-1 over Kelly McKieran from Sandbell. Early days in all those matches, obviously. In the men's triples semi-finals, Northern Gateway leading 1-0 after 1. And Mornington Peninsula leading Yarra 1-0 after 1 as well. Both ladies just putting on a really good exhibition of draw bowling. No fuss, no fanfare, just excellent exponents of draw bowling, both of them.
Interesting to note now that Kylie's playing forehand around the clock. Cass playing that inside side of the green. That's backhand away, forehand towards the club. With the two short bowls there, this end she's been forced to switch over from her second bowl. But it will be something to keep an eye on going forwards. And Cass just nails it again. Completely unsurprisingly. Forcing Kylie to play weight on the backhand, can turn her own up if she gets under. She's now got... Oh, she's fallen over her in the run through as well.
It was a little touch on the jack, but touch on the jack may have just pushed it slightly closer to Cass Millerick, so watch as this bowl comes in. Just a little feather on the jack, and that's pushed it a little closer to Cass Millerick's bowl.
What it's done is allow Cass to go back to the side that she's been preferring to play in this direction. She can just sit that blue and black bowl. Can do it fairly freely with her weight as well. Has a catcher out to that side if she was to get a piece of jack. Only real risk is if she was to sit her own bowl down.
Yeah, she does
Leave
want to be
Kylie
narrow.
with a shot, but I'm not entirely sure who has shot at the moment either.
Well, Neil Coker signalled that Cass Millerick still has one, so she's going to miss. She'll want to miss wide.
On that high draw line, and has played it cautiously, covering Kylie's back bowl. Not a bad shout there either.
Last bowl of this end for Kylie Whitehead, Kylie LAVIS, I should say, my apologies. She, on the other hand, is very happy. No, it doesn't quite do it, so it was down one anyway, so no great change, was worth a shot if she could do it. Not on this occasion. Cass Millerick picks up another single, 8-4. Back to men's triples semi-final action. Mornington Peninsula pick up another couple of shots. They lead 3-0 after two ends over Yarra.
Once again, goes T to T.
I don't think it's going to change too much, Gleno, even if Kylie picks up an end.
The only thing with that length is Cass has now won 4 ends in a row, 5 of the last 6, so I could imagine Kylie wanting to change something if she does get that mat back.
Straight track here for MILLERICK. All on the speed. And the speed is cherry ripe. Little touch. Sticks with the jack, holding one.
More often than not, we've seen the jack move on every end of this matchup so far.
Kylie using her own bowl in for second shot.
It's been the way the last few ends. Cass has absolutely nailed one, and Kylie's been only a bowl away. But MILLERICK has been relentless.
Just skipping through a touch here. Still holding one.
It's a good spot to finish. Knowing that Kylie will likely need to either sit the ball or trail the shot, or trail the jack to get shot out of it. Can Cole draw it, but percentages say you're better off trying to reach through, as she's done just there.
Yeah, didn't miss by much, just a bowl width or so in it.
That's all right, thank you.
Both players with one to come. MILLERICK gets another thank you into the marker.
Are you running stats on this, or?
She's up to 17 so far.
It's always 17, isn't it?
Yep.
It's
It's
our number of the
only
week.
number I know.
It's either 17 or it's 70. It's still the number of bowls you're looking for in a set, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I need.
Yeah.
It's not choice. Kylie doesn't have to change too much off her last.
The one risk is that she plays the same weight and gets the front face of the jack and runs it down the line to Cass's third bowl. She's in a perfect catching position. It's played a higher line.
The line is good, Glenno.
She's going to get down for the shot bowl or the jack.
Oh, she's a bit stiff there. It was a whisker off either side being shot, but nonetheless, MILLERICK will continue on her merry way. She'll pick up another single, now leads 9-4. First to 25, we're here at Bendigo East Bowling Club. For those who are just joining us, state championships for 2025. Women's singles action. Quarterfinal matchup between MILLERICK representing Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields and Kylie LAVIS representing Ovens and Murray. Lead of 5 shots.
Shortest jack that we've seen so far from MILLERICK. She's teased the jack roll a couple of times, getting within a foot or so of the ditch, and probably just got a little bit cautious with this one. Has finished 2.5 to 3 yards shy of it, but no issues come bowl one.
Puts one to within 3 or 4 inches. That's the voice of Glenn Siditis, expert comments here on BVTV, of course brought to you by Dandenong Club and Moama Bowls Club, who both proudly support BVTV. Just a reminder for those who haven't yet got their entries in for the State Novice Carnival or the State Over 60s or State Under 18s, if you're eligible for either of those events. They are all taking entries, as is the State Para Championships. For those who've never been to the Over 60s Carnival before, it is a hoot of a time. Promise you good fun.
You fit into one, both, or neither of those, Tone?
Big fun, sorry?
You fit into one, both, or neither of those?
That's a really good question. I've been asked a couple of times, are you playing the Over 60s? I've never been more offended in my life. I'm only 58 and a half. Feel like 73.
I'm still disappointed that we didn't get that conversation answered the other night. when there was the chat around the table about who looks older between you, JT. Troy wasn't in the conversation, but with the three of you there, I reckon we could have gotten some randoms from the public to rank all three of you side by side.
Was that the conversation? Who looks older between JT and I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the pub the other night.
I look much older than him. Even I'll resign to that. It's the hair that does it.
You weren't saying
The
that at the
fuzz on top.
time.
No, it was late at night. I was trying to wind JT up, but
That's about the easiest thing to do in the world, isn't it?
it's the most fun thing to do. Millerick holding a couple. Never grow tired of winding up JT. Just ask Brad Orr. Loves it. Well, no, still in there for second shot. Rolled a Millerick bowl back one roll. But Neil Coker, our marker, says that's still second shot.
Kylie hasn't been too far away here. Unfortunately, Cass's number one shot has generally been very, very close.
Yep. What happens here, Gleno? Do you change tactics?
I think so. Get both bowls, but you are 3 down. Going off the marker's call.
Just the draw weight.
Needs to get down hard.
Not
It's
a bad
trying.
effort. That's why she's a world champion of champions. Think she's got herself shot, but it is close.
From this angle here, looking at the side, I still think it might be Cass.
Oh, yours eyes are better than mine. They're much younger, that's for sure.
Can I get the tape out?
Either way, Kylie LAVIS was 3 down. Where she is now is 1 down. I think she's got shot.
I need to get the umpire out here with the big calipers. It's that awkward distance where the tape just fits in,
Yeah.
but you're not really pulling the string out at all from the tape. But it's too big for the calipers that come on the side of the tape itself. We will have an umpire's call.
We will. That's Rob Treweek, straight on the action. Well done to him. Just confirming with players the distance.
Yeah.
What would it be, Gleno? 3.5 inches?
Oh, I'd probably go as far as 4.
Oh, controversial.
Yeah, these plays are no good. They're 4 inches away when they draw
Yeah,
shots.
correct. It's Rob Treweek on the calipers, just making very, very slight adjustments till he can feel a bit of touch. This is real close.
I do like that he, first thing he grabbed was the laser and then had a look at the head and went, hang on, no.
Yeah, the laser's not quite going to fit in there. This is a caliper's job only. Looks to me that Kylie LAVIS has got shot. My eyes are correct. In your face, Gleno.
He's gone to and from the bowl 5 times over.
No, it was clearly Kylie. Can't believe you're trying to
Making
not
that call
admit defeat.
from, what are we, 10 yards away
Yeah, never in doubt.
for a decision that would have come down to less than a mil.
Never.
Sorry, viewers at home. I'll lead you up the garden path over a 1 millimetre measurement.
Never in doubt. (5-9), Dolly Parton scoreline.
Clearly working in hospitality. Doing the dinner shift to 5 to 9.
Kylie hasn't really brought the mat up a great deal. Jack's roughly on the tee, so similar sort of length.
Just lost the jumper.
Yeah, it's a bit warmer. The sun peeking through a touch, which we haven't had a lot of the last 2 days. But from tomorrow it looks good, as does Millerick's bowl. Touch on the jack and rests about 4.89 inches away. I know that because my eyes are good. Glenn would probably say it's 5 inches.
Kylie running through about 8.73 inches.
Don't try and keep up.
It's one we should do some stage. Have a commentary booth challenge on distances of bowls that we can tell from the desk. From, 35 metres away or from 10 metres away, depending on which end of the head we're at. Because those lasers now will actually give you that distance in centimetres and mil.
That is true.
Great bit of tech, those umpires' lasers.
Oh, Kylie just finding a gap.
Been a bit of that in the early stages for her.
Jack high, please.
Pass shot of Jack.
And Kylie's back one, please. Okay, thank you.
That's 2 pleases and a thank you in Cass's questioning there. Asking for where all the bowls sat in relation to Jack. Playing that backhand side, knows that she can turn hers over a roll. If she just gets around it and gets to Kylie's bowl, she'll finish in a great spot. Just carried past, but sits in a pack of 3 away bowls. Not a bad home at all. Kylie here found the hole with her last. We'll be looking to get some Jack this time. 1 foot to 18-inch trail would be a strong chance at making 3. Is just going to miss on the high side though. Once again, not bad bowls from Kylie, but Cass just getting the edge on her with 1 or 2 that are very, very close. Got another backhand draw here. Same idea, turn hers a roll. Get down to the blue of Kylie.
Got to hook hard now. Won't quite come back from there. She'll pick up what we believe is only 1. That'll get her first into double figures, and that'll be a change in commentary. Glennie's going to go get some other work done, and JT will be in to join me. Thank you, Glennie. Confirmed as a single, 10-5, the leader, Millerick. Other matches across this green, men's triple semi-final action. Northern Gateway leading 3-zip over Ovens and Murray, 3 ends gone. And on the far green, Mornington Peninsula leading 9-0 after 4 ends over the Yarra combination. So that's men's triples semi-final action. Welcome, JT.
Afternoon, Tone. Did I put one on there? I probably haven't yet, have I?
10-5. No, 10-5 is the score.
Catch up.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. And other women's singles state title scores so far. Kelly McKieran has just hit the front, 6-5 over Sharon Jarvis. That's Sandbelt over Mornington Peninsula. Kate Bush still on a 0 for Golden Murray. She's up against Steph Hunt from West Coast. Steph on 5, so 5-0. And Alana Taylor from Murray Melly trailing 7-14 to Sue Kerr from Geelong. Now, just a reminder that Kelly McKeer and Sharon Jarvis match is a round behind. So that's the round of 16 versus the quarterfinal action we're seeing here, and seeing some very good action, JT, both ladies, as we would expect in the Jackaroos program, and a host of state titles, having no trouble finding the Jack today.
I have been viewing Tone. I thought, well, I knew I was going to come on at some stage, so I thought I'd better do my homework. My assessment so far is that Cass has probably outdrawn Kylie, but Kylie has played a few conversions to sort of stay in the game. And that's probably the difference at this stage.
Yeah, she's probably one bowl closer each end, and that's just been enough to get ahead. She's not a mile in front, by the way. 10-5 is certainly not curtains either way. I saw you sitting down there with Graham, shoulders, knees and toes.
Yeah, we're having an interesting conversation. He was trying to make me change a few things and I wasn't going to. He wanted to know why we didn't put, I don't know why to share this, sheets up on the wall showing the results after each round. I said, what would be the point of that, Graham, when we got Bowls League, you know? And we were trying to get people to start being more tech savvy and embrace the technology.
Well, we've seen at this event we're not even using scorecards anymore.
Yeah,
Everything
correct.
is scored by the markers in singles and the players in teams events.
And I haven't seen anyone have any troubles whatsoever.
The middle of the jack, centre of the middle of your ball.
You're all right. Thank you very much.
Plus, we're talking about some other little tidbits here and there as well. You know,
Yeah, of course, Graham Shoulders on the board of the Wimmera Bowls region.
Correct.
Has been for, well, many years actually. Wouldn't even want to take a guess at the number of years, but I'd say it'd be 15 years or something, wouldn't he?
Yeah, around that.
Maybe not quite.
Yeah, around that.
It's a long time.
How's the head here? It's not bad.
And a former state player, I believe,
Correct.
Graham, before
yes.
my time.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know he was until I met him. And funny enough, Barry knew who he was. So Barry must have had a state trial with him at some stage. And
Barry Lester.
yeah,
Okay.
so it must have been like early 2000s.
Yep. Cass just clarifying what she was asking of our marker, Neil Coker. There was a bit of a misunderstanding, but all is good now.
I think we should be giving around the greens today again to the Sporting Globe Bendigo Tone. For two reasons. One, I know Kevy's going to be listening, and Kevy's our key to this situation.
You're just trying to get some free wings, aren't you?
It worked indirectly in another way yesterday.
There has to be more than free wings.
Why is that?
Well, I don't really eat wings.
It's not. Well, let's face it. It's not about you, Tone. It's about me and Sam, and that's
Yeah,
the way it is.
that's how life is in general, really, isn't it? Certainly how Bowls Victoria is, you'd think.
It's not a bad home, that.
Yeah, that's where the jack's going if Kylie can get some contact on. She doesn't miss too often. I've been battling a little bit, JT, to remember to say Kylie LAVIS, not Kylie Whitehead.
I've been good.
I've had to apologise a couple of times.
Not that I've obviously commentated
Track's
her
pretty
yet.
good here.
She's awfully close. She's going to be stiff.
Very stiff indeed. Gets a little touch on the jack, but unfortunately pushes it back to right in between.
And she actually could be
Two
two
bowls
down.
of Cass
so-
MILLERICK, she is, yeah. Literally splits the middle of those two bowls. So 12-5 now the lead. A shout out to all the volunteers umpiring and marking this week. Yeah, put in some long days, long hours on their feet. Can't have games without them. Oh, is this jack going to stop JT? It is
Nope.
binned. Cash just goes far out. That's too fast. Has a bit of a giggle with herself. Kylie brings the mat up just a touch.
Yes, I did. I know the comment that's inferred tone. Like we have a comment from Steve Clifford. We're talking about the wings. And I think Barry might have chimed in with, JT's pretty good on the tooth. And then he chimed in with the next comment that the reason why he's got no fingers is because he's too good on the tooth and he ate his own fingers, you know. So
A bit hungry one day, were you?
I've got a few stories around those. You know that.
Yes. Crocodile got you.
Got a little interesting tidbit. I got a text message sent in to me just talking about Graham Shoulders and him, and I mentioned Barry. Did you know that Barry Lister was given his first game for Victoria because of someone retiring from the side?
Graham, shoulders, knees and toes.
No,
No.
no. But from out that area.
Not Youngie.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
2002.
Yeah.
He's obviously joined in and watching the game and threw a little message my way.
There you go. Nice bowl there from Kylie LAVIS, holding one. So plenty of room. Yeah, look at this, just making it look easy.
He's drawing extremely well.
This is going to have to hold. There's a little bit more bend on the head slide XG than what there appears to be on the Taylor bowl of Cass Millerick. These greens just running absolutely beautifully. Little gusts of winds every now and again will make it a bit tricky, but other than that, good conditions for bowls. Players of this ability having no trouble at all.
It's a fair bowl over than that men's triple semi-final. Kobe Cromie.
If Kobe Bryant's playing, that is miraculous.
I reckon he put the jack in the ditch for 4, 5 maybe.
Yeah, Michael Stevenson's still got one bowl to come, but up against it over there.
The other men's triple semi-final, Mornington Peninsula leading 9-1 at the moment after 5 ends.
Yeah, it was 9-0, so Shroom28 on a YouTube comment saying well done to Naughty and Brendang on getting magic through the morning game. Playing the semi-final, so that's obviously the team from MCC representing the Yarra region.
Did you want to touch on Magic Mike's bowls bag?
We should. So Mike Haig, who in his professional life outside of bowls works for one of the alcohol companies, and his bowls bag is a little portable esky which has the branding of that goat beer, but it's on like a little trolley like it is a bowls bag. So he literally lifts the lid of the esky off, pulls his bowls out, puts the lid back on. He's wheeled that in as his bowls bag.
If he was any good, he'd have a couple of different compartments and have the bottom compartment as an esky still.
He could.
Right, Kylie LAVIS, this last bowl here, looking to come down and sit the shot bowl of Cass. And just a little bit on the narrow side. Doesn't change the end.
No, one more. Cass Millerica now leads 13-5. For those just joining us, this is State Championships for 2025. Playing out of Bendigo East Bowling Club, thanks to the generous support of the City of Greater Bendigo. This is women's singles quarterfinal action. Look at the scoreboard here at the venue. You could think it's 51-0 or 510-0. But it'll get updated shortly. And the score is correct on our screen. It is 13-5. Other scores across this rink in women's singles. West Coast Stephanie Hunt leading 6-1 over Kate Bush from Goulburn Murray. Sue Kerr from Geelong. Let's check if that score's been updated. Sue Kerr from Geelong leading 15-10 over Alana Taylor from Murray Melly. And Kelly McKieran is now leading 10-6 over Sharon Jarvis in the round of 16 match. The others are all quarterfinals. Gas Miller continues to have this bowl on a string. She really is making it look very comfortable out there, Cass Millerick.
Super impressive so far.
Yeah, certainly is. She's won the Champion of Champions singles back-to-back fashion 2022 and 2023. A very good singles player.
Australian Open singles champion.
Correct. And has a host of teams event titles as well. Kylie probably just not having a lot of luck today. She seems to be finding holes and just going through. Can never write someone like Kylie LAVIS off though.
Absolutely not. World champ herself.
Yeah, World Champion of Champions. She won the state singles in 2017 and 2019, the Champion of Champions in 2018.
Oh,
She's got her work cut out against Gas Miller today, who's in devastating form.
Cass is actually unhappy that she thinks she's fattened it up, but I still think I'd take it right now.
She has a little, and Kylie is right on top of it and gets both out. Unfortunately for Kylie, Cass's bowl locks in on her own. She's just been that sort of day. I think it would probably, if you evened out the luck, Cass would still be in front. She's just bowling so well, but
Correct.
it may not be an 8-shot margin. It might be more a 5 or 6.
But again, it's Kylie's conversion shot that's sort of taking shots out and keeping her in the game.
One on a measure was a signal by Neil Coker, our marker in their singles match today.
On the quicker side?
I think so, yeah. It depends on the action it gets. And through to be the best back.
We're 18 inches, 2 feet for Kylie LAVIS to draw the shot here.
Speed's good. Track's good. Shot's good. Well played, Kylie LAVIS. She gets off 5. She's been stuck there for a little bit. Now 6-13. 7 shots the difference. I'm a little bit surprised, JT, that you've limited it just to the wings action from the Golden Globe, whatever it's called.
Sporting Globe Bendigo.
Sporting Globe Bendigo. Thought you might have thrown a bit of Zambrero action in there, see if you can't get some freebies there as well. You'll have a ship in every port.
It just happened to, someone mentioned it in the chat. Oh, Jesus, Sporting Globe and Bendigo. And the next minute, that's where it evolved from.
And how good Shane Hafner from Bowlfield Lives. Just sent a bucket of wings to you and Sammy. And I don't know whether we'll post the photos publicly, but if you can imagine you and Sam with headpieces on trying to commentate and a ring of hot sauce.
No, see, I didn't have the ring of hot sauce because I know how to eat. That juvenile kid had hot sauce all over himself.
Well, yes, in fairness, the photo was of Sammy, but I presumed you were the same. Touching all the buttons.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He touched all the buttons. His mouthpiece had a bit of orange on it.
Josh, who produces this show, was going to slap him at one stage. Probably still not a bad idea. Little muppet he is. He's our little Muppet, though.
His mouth resembled his head.
He's off practicing today. He's in a couple of events. He's in the Jumping of Champions. He's in the pairs starting tomorrow. So he won't be listening to us. He'll be just off practicing.
No, he's not. He's actually had to go and get his bowls.
He's had to go and buy some bowl shoes. Is what he had to do.
That as well.
Yeah,
Right.
Sammy. I love him.
Kylie's started not bad this end. Again, different tactic in terms of length versus what Cass has been doing.
Cass just kind of having an end off these first couple of bowls. Has not missed much at all today. Those two touch long. Kylie needs to negotiate her front bowl. Doesn't do so, but still a bit of pressure on. Men's triple scores while we wait for this bowl. Ovens and Murray leading at Northern Gateway 7-3 after 5 ends.
So Kobe's team got a 4 that end when I seen him put the jack in the pit.
Good pick up for Kobe Cromie for skippering Ovens and Murray Rink, and Mornington Peninsula leading 9-5 over Yarra. Was 9-0. Yarra's picked up the last 5. 6 ends gone there.
Cass has drawn shoddy, I reckon.
She's going to be hard to keep down, even with a couple of bowls that weren't great for her standards. The first two, the third one is pretty good. So those two semi-finalists, two semi-final matches I should say, will determine who plays in our final tomorrow morning in the men's triples. Kylie will come under those bowls but doesn't quite have the trip. Cash just asking our marker, does she have to beat the front one or beat the back one for second shot?
It's up and down between that one and that one.
Just got to play the same bowl.
It doesn't have to change much at all, JT. Well, I don't think that'll change too much. She'll still pick up a single, moves ahead to 14-6. Here in the quarterfinal of the women's singles. Just going back to the comment on YouTube from Shroom28. Giving a bit of a pump up to Simon Norton, Brendan Gallagher on getting Magic Mike through the morning game. I just read the second half of that. The worst morning bowler I know, he says. It's a bit harsh, but look, if he's gotten through, he's only going to get better as the day goes on, and I imagine he goes well into the night too, just quietly. That's a different story. Sun just peeking out a bit more every now and again now and make this green even quicker.
Well, and made me take my jumper off too.
Yes.
Hey, Michael Clark, hope you're well, buddy. I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. You did make a good point then. Kylie could have put the pressure on Cass last end, and with her last bowl, try to sit Cass's bowl out and hold 4. Instead, she upped to the draw, fell short, and then no pressure at all.
Yep. Good call, Clarkie. Other scores in the women's singles. Kate Bush for Goulburn Murray, trailing Steph Hunt from West Coast 2-6. Alana Taylor for Murray Melly has just picked up couple of shots. She still trails 14-17 to Sue Kerr of Geelong. And Kelly McKieran leading 12-8 over Sharon Dravis. And that's the round of 16 for the McKieran-Jarvis match. Everything else is a quarterfinal.
Fair correction from Kylie. Her first two were actually reasonably short, and she's come down and just fixed it up. The two short bowls and is uncharacteristic from someone the quality of Kylie.
Cash just coming down to have a look at this head. Yeah, you're not wrong, JT.
And she's played a lot of them, you know.
It's one of the interesting bits about a player like Kylie LAVIS. Like, she might have the odd bowl that's not quite where she wants, but she's not going to do it with 4. So you know you're in for a grind the whole match. I think Miller would be looking to sit this bowl.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's just got to play that extra sort of, just short of ditch weight. Couple of yards through the bowl. If she gets jack only, she'll go with it. She can halve the jack back the other way. Primarily looking for bowl.
Playing the backhand.
Yeah, I kind of would have thought the other hand, but
I'm not going to lie, Tone. I'm with you.
But there's a very good reason why she's there and I'm here.
The forehand, you could have played any number of weights to set the bowl out, where the backhand was, you had to go
to be
quick.
big.
Yep.
Yeah.
And your margin of error is probably a little bit smaller. Bigger. Anyway. 1 to Kylie.
$14-7, the lead to Cass Millerick. Clarkey saying in the YouTube comments, as long as I'm not having to play you, JT, it'll be a good few days. Well, I'm not so sure these days, Clarkey. I reckon you've got his measure. JT's getting on. He's a bit older. Just doesn't quite have the talent he used to. Be surprised if he scores against you. Shout out to Moama Bowls Club and Dandenong Club, who power the stream here on BVTV, providing a vehicle for me to just rib JT every now and again.
Would you like to have a wager on it? That's what I want to know.
Well, we don't know if you've been drawn to play each other.
But we can put the little proviso on the wager.
Yeah, I'll back Clarkey.
Let's go back to your statement. If I draw Clarkey,
yeah,
I won't score, is what you said. So let's have a wager on it.
$1. That's all I'd be prepared to bet on that. I may have gone a little early. You might score.
Radio.
But I'll back my man Clarkey. Michael Stevenson under a bit of pressure on that far rink.
Great bowl by Cass.
Still got a bowl to come over there, but he looks to be down a few.
He's actually down 3.
That's a few, isn't it?
I don't know. It depends on your interpretation of a few. I'm just telling you how many it is, not giving the viewers iffy information.
I've riled him.
Yeah, look, I've got another Muppet on the stream now too in the comments joining in.
Never got him using naughty words and everything. Well done, Geordie. I knew we'd get him. That's all you got to do when you play him, Clark. You just get in his head. Throws him off his game. Doesn't like it at all. Just lacks a bit of experience in bowls. You'll be able to get him easy, Clarkie.
Right, here comes Kylie's third bowl here.
It's not a mile away.
Flops, it's
another
probably
half a spin.
in.
I think it's in anyway, but I could be wrong.
Down.
Yeah, it is confirmed as in that last shot to Kylie.
Shot ball in relation to Jack, please.
Jack eye.
3/4 of the bowl short of Jack High.
Oh,
So you do the hosting, I do the expert commentary. Okay?
well, give us something.
You jumped in with Jack on before we ever had a chance. You could tell from here it was a bowl short or close to a
We-
bowl short.
Got to be quicker.
I know. I think Cass is on the high side too. I like the intent.
Thanks, expert.
It's a little bit of movement down the line. It helps if you can set the bowl at that pace. That game between Alana Taylor and the Geelong player, I'm having a mental
Sue
blank.
Kerr.
It's really tightened up.
It certainly has. Speaking of,
Great bowl, Kylie, but it might be 1-1 now.
yep. Is it a better one, JT, or is it more out in the open? Is it more holes?
Well, it depends on the doubt that she might have created with Cass in that second shot's a long way now. You know, so I will say, though, with Cass having the two Bacchus bowls, it might get Cass to play a little bit more firmer, trying to get the bowl and or the jack.
These two always smiling.
So Cass is playing forehand.
She's actually got the stickers that say inside, outside.
Right, let's have a look. Tight.
No change with that one. That'll be one more the way of Kylie LAVIS. She now edging closer, trailing 8-14.
Why are you saying LAVIS? It's LAVIS.
Oh, is it LAVIS, is it?
Yeah, come on.
Well, there you go.
There's a lot of LAVISes around that area.
Is there really?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Couple played at Kyra and footy and stuff like that.
My apologies to Kylie LAVIS. Like Mavis. That's how I'm going to remember it. Probably call her Kylie Mavis now.
That Ovens and Murray Northern Gateway triples match went from 3-3 to 13-3 very, very quickly in favour of Ovens and Murray.
Yeah, certainly did. Some big pickups there.
And the other one, Mornington Peninsula leading 11-6 over Yarra. 8-10s played.
Not a bad response from Cass Millerick.
Good enough to get shot.
Two options. Punch cut to that, or you swing it in.
Oh, wow. Sort of nearly backdoored it. Did backdoor it. Cass doesn't have to change a hell of a lot. She was close to a foot short. Just got to prove on that, which she's not far away from doing. Kylie, great bowl. Oh, I thought she was going to get more of that and turn it and hide it.
Just rocked it. Unfortunately, didn't really have any movement. It sort of moved and then went back to where it was.
Cass is close here. It's all on the speed. Oh, she just touched it too. Any chance he used two guts and a jack?
Both very close. But
Some great bowls.
geez, the weight was all time, but I thought she might have just stayed on the same hand. But locks it up a touch for Cass Millerick with her last bowl.
Still not convinced it changes a lot. It's just underneath Kylie's bowl, getting Daron and rocking it through. Can't overplay it though because she can't afford to clip it clean and go out. It's probably the same way she played the last one. Oh, good effort. Another one. 3 ends in a row for Kylie LAVIS.
All singles, but edging closer nonetheless. 9-14.
Afternoon, Jamie. Hope you're feeling better. You're after Alana Taylor's score. Currently, she's 15-19 down in the women's singles quarterfinal. The other women's singles quarterfinal score is Stephanie Hunt 8, leading Goldman Murray's Kate Bush 2. The ladies singles round of 16 match is 13-11 in favour of Kelly McKieran over Mornington Peninsula Sharon Jarvis.
It's tightened up a little bit, that one. Sharon Jarvis made a little bit of a comeback. She got off to a good start. And Kelly got her nose in front. It's tightened up again. Yeah, Chris loves saying in the YouTube comments, the weather looks like it's not too bad. It's certainly getting better. First few days were picture
Brilliant.
perfect. Yesterday and today have been a little bit chilly.
Got yuck late yesterday.
Yeah. No rain or anything. There's a bit of rain overnight.
I got a little bit when I was commentating late.
Did you?
Yeah. You'd already nicked off.
Yeah, I was tucked up in my first skin rug. Glass of red in front of the fire by then.
What type of room have you got at the lakeside? It's not the
Presidential
same-
suite.
It's not the same as mine, I know that.
You're welcome. But the good news is, from here on in, we are yellow balls all through the weather forecast.
What do you mean by yellow balls?
It just shows the yellow ball of the sun.
Ah.
No cloud or anything.
Okay, yeah, very cool.
In fact, by the time we get to Friday, it's 28 degrees, and City v Country starts on Saturday. And it's going to be 30 degrees, JT. So I
did
hope
see
you've
that.
got your sunscreen on, of course.
I ain't
The,
playing.
States. What?
I'm not playing, so I'm only sitting on the
State
sidelines.
selector, though.
Yeah,
You're going to have to be out there and about.
I'll just sit under the shade.
Statting games left, right and centre, trying to work out what the best combination is to represent our fair state.
Kylie LAVIS has played 2 fantastic openers this end. I reckon it's going to force Cass to be a reasonably aggressive early in the end.
Like this.
Yeah.
just edges the bowl. Look good the whole way, but they do. Stays in just.
Yes.
See Cass pondering the shot. I think she's going to try and play something similar, if not firmer.
Yeah, she was wondering whether she was just 2 down. The answer was yes, so you'd imagine roughly the same game plan, as you say. Perhaps a touch firmer, but just missing high.
If Kylie can add another one here and hang onto him, we're game on again, Tone.
Absolutely. That's the beauty of someone like Kylie LAVIS. She's never ever going to give up.
So Cass has backed the weight off, playing that just arriving weight. Oh, she played a pretty... Oh, wow.
Oh,
I think she's done enough there.
she has. She gets enough of the shot bowl through the jack. We see on the replay, just middles it end over end. That in turn middles the jack and pushes it to the Cass Millerick bowl. Well, how quickly things turn. Kylie LAVIS was staring down, picking up a 2 or 3. Cass Millerick now leads 15-9. If you've just joined us, this year's State Championships for Bowls Victoria 2025 Women's Singles Action quarter-final between Kylie LAVIS and Cass Millerick. Cass Millerick leading 15-9. We're here at Bendigo East Bowling Club. Under 18 state titles start on the weekend. Will be played at Sunbury Bowling Club.
Draws hopefully out by today.
Yep. And then as we move on later in April, we get to the Para-State Champs at Kangaroo Flat Bowling Club out of Bendigo, the 21st to the 24th of April. And the Champion of State Pennant, we'll be bringing you all that action on BVTV from the 26th of April right through until the 29th. So that'll be the Champion of State Pennant weekend, over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and the Champion of State Pennant midweek on the Monday, Tuesday. And then we hightail it into the Novice Carnival from the 9th to the 13th of May, backed up quickly from the 19th to the 25th of May for the Over 60s Carnival. You can still get your entries in some of those events, so head to the Bowlsvic website, in particular the Novice in the Shepparton area and the Over 60s Carnival in the, what would you call it, JT? Barrowman Surrounds is what I've been going with. Is there a neater name for that?
It's called the Northern District Playing Area in a bowls sense, but no, Barrowman surrounding areas on the Murray there.
Yeah.
Picturesque.
Already got more entries than last year, and there's still a couple of weeks to go for entries to come in. Kylie sits 1 foot off the jack.
Forces Cass onto the forehand. Probably more so based on her own as well. And she hasn't switched too bad here. She has gutsed it and nearly made 2-tone. Josh could just lower the cameras a smidgen.
That's the shot bowl you see, and as the camera pans down, you'll see second shot. Don't know, JT, is it in or not?
Don't know.
Your eyes are much better than mine.
It's always harder from the side.
Kylie just having a A little miss with that one. Even the best can do it.
Cass is probably now trying to draw around the wide short one of Kylie's. If it's under instead. Any more jack movement, she definitely makes it.
Oh, she gets it sideways. Anything backwards was very good.
Still 2, at least.
What can Kylie LAVIS do with this last bowl? This is the heartbreaker for Cass MILLERICK.
Doesn't look too far away.
It's close, JT.
Well, reduces the
Great
damage.
effort.
Back to 1.
One more to Cass MILLERICK. Now leads 16-9 in this race to 25. Scores from other women's singles quarterfinals. Sue Kerr from Geelong leading Alana Taylor from Murray Mallee 21-16. Steph Hunt from West Coast leading Kate Bush 12-2. Kate Bush from Golden Murray. And in the round of 16 action, Sharon Jarvis looks to have just hit the front. Just turning the scoreboard as I speak. So Sharon Jarvis from Mornington Peninsula leading Kelly McKieran from Sandbelt 15-13. So a nice tight tussle there, of course. The match we're showing on our stream is the quarterfinal, the women's singles. On BVTV, brought to you with the help of Dandenong Club and Moama Bowls Club. They help us power the stream. Both terrific clubs in their own right and strong supporters of Bowls Victoria. Pretty handy opening bowl, JT.
Yeah. Good speed. Reasonable distance. Kylie not far herself. Invokes Cass to ask the question already. Who's holding? Yeah. And the reason why is if she was down, she'd probably still play her forehand because it doesn't matter if she touches the bowl.
Yep.
But if she's holding, she doesn't want to turn it in and be down.
Expert comments from Josh Thornton, Commonwealth Games gold medalist, Australian Open pairs winner. Cash for comments king. You got any wing shops and you want to get a mention on BVTV? JT's your man.
I'm open to anything, to be honest. Just reach out.
Give you some men's triples scores after this bowl from Kylie LAVIS. The speed is good. The line is good. That's the shot bowl.
Ooh, is it?
I still think it is, even though it's just fallen out at the last minute. Called a measure by Neil Coker.
I favour this one, but it's close.
There you go. So you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong yet.
No,
He
because
favours it.
well, if you're going to lean towards something, you're going to lean towards...
Well, maybe everyone's wrong and I'm right.
unlikely.
Fair call. Let's see.
Well, if Cass moves, it makes no difference, Sam.
Correct. So then you can't prove me wrong. So I'm winner.
Yes, and she said it's not very good, that bowl.
No. She knew that one. Here's Kylie with her third bowl.
Good chances here still for Kylie. Can get up to the shot bowl and sit it.
Why'd she sit her own bowl? Tell you what.
Or dead draw it. Oh, lacked a foot. 6 inches. It might
Try and ask Cass. Cass has got good eyes. Just doing the finger measure over this head now.
See, the last ball, Collies might force Cass back to the side as well. Take the risk. If she happens to just get under the closest bowl of Kylie's, which you can see at about 10 o'clock on the screen there. Do a bit of jack movement.
No indication from Cast whether she's up or down.
But she's opting to stay on the backhand. That could also indicate she's definitely holding and she might be going to the back to cover. Well, she's probably tipped it in for sure.
That's now shot.
It was always shot. I reckon he got... Wow. Jeez, I don't know.
Yes. Ooh.
You were wrong again, Tone. Alright, how's Kylie going here? She's in the area.
It's not over, JT.
Oh, it is now. Well, not the match. We won to Cass Millerick.
Scores from our men's triples semi-finals. Ovens and Murray up 14-7 over Northern Gateway. 9 ends gone there. And Mornington Peninsula 11 leading Yarra 8 after 10 ends. Both those matches at semi-final level.
Was one to Cass Millerick from BCG. She now leads 17-9.
There's not a whole lot of big scores in this game, JT. What have we had? A 3? A couple of 2s, but primarily 1s.
A lot of ones. 2 3s. And 2 2s. There's been a stack of ones.
It's been a real grind, as we'd expect from 2 very good players. There's not a heap of options to pick up big scores. When you give players of this calibre 4 bowls, they might miss every now and again, but they're not going to miss very often. Beautiful opening bowl from Cass Millerick. Just hides the jack from that camera shot. Didn't touch. Sits about an inch off. Another good bowl from Cass Millerick, just 2 feet through.
Kylie played great weight, just slid underneath.
Finishes in a good home. Great attempt from Kylie LAVIS, just trying to peel the shot ball out. Rocks it and flattens it, but no change as yet. How aggressive does Cass get? Does she try and remove?
Nah, you're looking just to turn the jack around the corner. Just draw it.
She's done that, but she's also made a little bit of a target. She's holding 3.
Kylie will be arriving.
Just draw weight, needs to hook in hard now.
Geez, I actually thought she would have played a lot more weight than that, Tone.
Yeah,
Sort of shape to give it a chance. Still think it's 2 though.
it is. 2 more to Cass Millerick, now leading 19-9. And a ripper of a match, a couple of rinks over, JT. Alana Taylor has just picked up a full count of 4 up against Sue Kerr from Geelong. 21-22 in favour of Sue Kerr at this stage. Sharon Jarvis picks up another single. She's now leading 17-13 over Kelly McKieran.
Do you want to know an interesting tidbit about the Alana Taylor Sue Kerr match?
I do.
Alana's mum won the Murray Mallee singles last year and played Sue Kerr in the round of 16 down here and got beaten by Sue.
Wow. So there'll be a bit of revenge for the family on offer.
Chances.
And Steph Hunt of West Coast leading 13-6 over Kate Bush of Goulburn Murray. As the roulettes do a flyover in the background. All part of the celebrations and festivities here at Champions Week. From Bendigo East Bowling Club. Afternoon to you, Mickey West. Joined us on YouTube. Saying go Cass. And she's certainly doing that so far, leading 19-9. Quarterfinal action, women's singles.
Kylie be pretty disappointed with herself. She actually played not bad weight then, but landed it her own short bolt.
This one just doesn't quite have the trip.
And that one's on the racy side. Still 2, I think, to Cass.
Kylie's still here on the line. How far short is it, please?
How far short?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Right, Cass is still on that forehand. Looking just to slide under her own or turn it over a couple times.
Gets a little bit of both.
But not good enough to count.
One down.
Just a reminder, there will be one more game to come after this match today. The Women's Champion of Champions final. Kylie LAVIS already in there. Joining her, courtesy of a win earlier this morning, is Kelly McKieran. She managed to get over the top of Nicole Shortis. A pretty good match out on B green.
Yeah, Kylie's going to be unhappy with herself about that one. She waved the imaginary what flag then? It'll be 2.
She's just had one of those days where she hasn't had anything really go right for her.
And or probably hasn't played to her standards either.
No, that's right. Sue Kerr for Geelong picks up another single. She now leads 23-21 over Alana Taylor from Murray Mallee. Steph Hunt also picking up a single. She now leads 14-6 over Kate Bush from Goulburn Murray.
That wind's got up, Tone.
Yeah, it has. You can hear it in the trees in the background too. It's
The Ovens and Murray trio just got a 6 then.
yeah.
That game's probably become a little bit one-sided now.
So the scoreboard says 14-8. They put that 6 on, it'll get to 20-8 after 11 ends. It's an 18-end match, so still plenty of time, but Northern Gateway Triple have got some work to do with a 12-shot deficit.
All right. Cass now on her forehand. I don't think she's going to be... Well, she was going to be there. She's just a fraction narrow.
Plenty happening as we get towards the latter stages of the matches in this time slot.
Great bowl there by Kylie.
Yeah, holding a couple.
Still chances. The way it's sitting marginally behind Jack Eye, the closest bowl now. Drawing up to it. A little bit of Jack movement's all good too. It's all in the speed, Tone.
Just got to hurry this last little bit.
Like 2 foot. Chance here for Kylie to get her first multiple since the first end of the match.
It's pretty close, isn't it, JT? Nope, just going to... Oh, it gets a little walk. I thought it was going to crash into that bowl, but... It's the first time she's got the right side of Lady Luck, I think. She picks up a 3, 12-21.
And over on that rink that's getting close to the finish, Alana Taylor just picked up a 3 to take the lead and is leading 24-23 against Sue Kerr.
What a battle. Battle for the family's reputation. For those just joined us, JT mentioned earlier in the call, Alana Taylor's mother won through last year and came up against Sue Kerr. So ironic that Sue Kerr from Highton in Geelong is playing the mother one year and the daughter the next. It's having a real battle. From up your way, Alana Taylor, she's Swan Hill Racecourse.
Swan Hill Racecourse, yep. Do play against her in Pennant.
Let me guess, she's never beaten you in Pennant?
Well, she leads and I play skip. The rink she played in this year did beat me.
Well, there you go.
We won the overall, though.
Oh. I knew you'd work it in somehow.
Well, we played the overall first, don't we, Tone?
No.
All right,
Not when it's playing against you.
fair enough. All right, Cass got the early ascendancy. Good first one. God, he just lands it. See the two ladies behind the rig there. They're Swan Hill Race, of course, ladies. And I reckon they're more nervous than anybody sitting behind the grink at the moment.
That one's doing her darndest to cheer them on. The other
Yeah.
ones can't watch, head in hands. Cass holding a couple here.
It's Mary Hooper and Roz Shack. Rightio. How's Kylie going? If she gets hers through straight, does the job.
What a bowl. I don't know if she's kicked it far enough for two, but it's very close.
Ball there.
No, the shot one. Sorry. Shot
Back
goal.
here. Oh, sorry, my apologies.
Yeah.
That far short jack.
Okay, you're right. Thank you.
Oh, so Alana Taylor is down match.
She is.
With one bowl to come. Really interesting match, a couple of rinks over. And really interesting effort here
Cass.
from Cass Millerick.
What a shot.
Wow. Unbelievable bowling. Sue Kerr, a couple of rings over, has just asked the marker, what's the situation? He said, I believe you're holding two. She's going to come down and have a look. She's down 23-24. If she's holding two, they will shake hands if she'll get a victory over a gallant Alana Hill.
Alana Taylor.
Alana Taylor from Swan Hill, I apologise. And they do shake hands, so that's a victory to Sue Kerr. 25-24 over Alana Taylor. In the women's singles quarterfinal, back to action here. Cass Millerick with the last bowl of this end, holding one. Don't want to touch high to make any difference to the scoreline. Nonetheless, Cass Millerick adds another one, now leads 22-12. Other scores from across the green. Stephanie Hunt from West Coast leading 14-7 over Kate Bush from Goulburn Murray. Kelly McKieran and Sharon Jarvis locked in a ding-dong battle there. Sharon Jarvis leading 17-16. That's the round of 16 match. Nice opening bowl from Cass Millerick. A little bit of confusion with our marker and the digital scoring, but all fixed. Joshy Thornton to the rescue. Men's triple scores. Mornington Peninsula leading 14-10 over Yarra. 13 ends gone there. And Ovens and Murray leading Northern Gateway 21-8. With 12 ends gone there. Another nice bowl from Cass Millerick holding a couple. JT to the rescue. The scores are all fixed in Bowls Link. Correct on the board and correct on our screens.
It logged Neil out. In mine area, we missed an end there, so I just added the total that was the difference to get it right.
There's nothing you can't do, JT. Kylie again, bang on with the line, but just a touch shy. Still down a couple. And this is pressure stages now. Cass Millerick can get another one close and be holding match. He'd love to just tuck this jack around the corner. It's the area they come from. Does it have the speed?
It's wanting to pass Kylie. Nope. What it might do though is it actually might take the runner away. Or Kylie might just opt for it anyway. Which she has.
And there will be contact. He gets one of the shot bowls out. Virtually assures us at least one more NJT.
Definitely.
Sharon Jarvis picks up another single in her match against Kelly McKieran, leading 18-16. Kate Bush is about to pick up a full count of 4 on the rink next door. Change that match up slightly. She was still trailing, but she'll be trailing 11-14. Just waiting till her opponent comes and has a look. It's a very clear 4.
Oh, that's done enough. I think that's 2 now. And it's made it dangerous
Has
for
the front
Kylie in
white
terms
got
of...
around, JT? I
No.
think very close to 3. Signalled as 2 and a measure. It's going to be very interesting if nothing changes after this bowl.
The thing is, Kylie can't afford to tag because if she lands those, but now hers springs out quite easily. So I think she's going to try and dead draw it, cut it back, or get it herself.
Not there. This is interesting, JT. This could be the ball game.
It's 2.
Signalled as 2 and a measure by Neil Coker, our marker. You do have very good eyes, and you're generally correct. But look at the drama.
Oh, she's measuring.
Is it 2? Is it 3? Will we see the umpire called? And we will. Whew.
They don't know, Tone. Don't go and throw your
wanna know-
fingers around what they think because they're measuring. It's obviously close.
Cass is saying, that's what I was after, JT.
Just be patient, mate.
Cass is saying she favours 2. But it's very close. Rob Treweek, Our umpire getting the laser ready. We'll find out, JT. If I'm right, you're not going to hear the end of it.
The stream will be stopping, so nobody. The stream will be stopping. Nobody will know.
You just thought your microphone out, brother. While we get the result of this measure, confirmed as 14-11, the lead to Steph Hunt over Kate Bush from Goldwyn Murray. And Kelly McKeown has just picked up the end. We haven't had the scoreboard adjusted yet. Trailing 18-16 before that goes in. So
2 it is.
2 it is. JT was right. I should have known never to argue. Well, she's firmly on the springboard now, Cass Millerick, 24-12. Kelly McKeown picked up a 3 on that last end, so she now leads in the round of 16 women's singles match, 19-18 over Sharon Jarvis from Mornington Peninsula. What's your bet, JT? It's the last end, or will there be more?
I'll go out on a limb and say Cass is going to win the match.
Wow, it's like Nostradamus.
No, I reckon this is the end.
There we go. Opening bowl. What JT has assured us will be the last end.
Oh, I couldn't assure you anything. Geez, you're trying to dig me into a hole here. Cover the scene over the top.
I'm backing my girl Kylie in this end.
Well, she's leading so far. Here comes the shot.
Yeah, the line's so good. Just on 2 foot through, but I should say, JT, it is the shot bowl.
Kylie marginally quick again.
My ball behind, please, mate. Shot ball. How far behind is it? Okay, thank you.
Still looking to get one a touch closer. Cass Millerick. She's holding shot, holding game.
Here's the closer one.
This is a good bowl. And one edges the jack down the line. It's not the closer one, you lied, but I couldn't resist. Kelly McKeown has a collection of bowls right on the jack now. Gets a bit of coverage with her last bowl, so a bit of pressure on Sharon Jarvis. She was leading 18-14. Now trailing 19-18 and down 3 on the head. Back to action here at Kylie LAVIS. Just going to duck under. So close.
Should be down 2 now, though.
Yep.
So I reckon all Cass will be trying to do is maybe, I reckon, switch the backhand, turn hers, or get around, get to a good home and sort of protect those 3. Because if you're going to lose an end, you don't want to lose a number.
Yep. Good call, JT. Expert comments from Josh Thornton. Kelly McKeown picks up 3. A few rings over now. 22-18, her lead over Sharon Jarvis from Mornington Peninsula. As you call, JT. Cass Millerick going for a bit of protection among these 3 bowls of Kylie LAVIS.
got the backers. Probably not exactly what she wanted, but anyway, this could be it. Tone. Don't think she's getting down, Tone.
No, she's not. Players will shake hands, and that'll be a victory to Cass Millerick, 25-12 in the quarterfinal of the State Championships Women's Singles. A match that was a real tough grind for both players. Cass just that little closer. Kylie certainly not disgraced in any way, played very well. JT, thank you for joining us in
Thanks,
comments. Keep up to date with all the scores on Bowls Link. And for joining us on BVTV, we do thank you. Of course, we thank Josh for producing the show so very well. And our streaming partners, Moama Bowls Club and Dandenong Club. A victory to Cass Millerick for Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields region, 25-12. We'll see you next time on BVTV.